Hello, hello, hello.
What up? That was loud.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to Traumatize Me, Captain.
Oh, heck. I love the name. It's great.
It's so good. A little cereal joke.
Oh, yeah.
Shut the fuck
Love
up.
it. That is
So cute.
delightful. I say oops, all dicks whenever the list at an open mic is all men.
That's
And I'm like, that's the worst
Amazing.
breakfast cereal ever. It's the only
Yeah.
cereal that pushes your head in to drink the milk at the end. Hey. It's a
Starting
go-to.
hot.
It's a go-to.
Wow.
That's
I love a good
badass.
cereal joke.
I love
It's
that.
a Captain Crunch related.
Yeah. Amazing. We did spell the whole word Captain just in case so we don't get sued.
Oh, 'cause
I don't
he
know
did
if
the cap-
Captain is
or not exclamation point, the other one.
apostrophe.
apostrophe,
Yeah.
Ka-choop.
Teacher, help.
Yeah. Yo, this one.
Shut preschool. We don't know those stuff.
We have a very special guest. I'm Rachel Aflleje. And
I'm Richie Aflleje.
we're here all the time. You fucking know who we are.
Yes,
Who are
yes.
you?
I'm Amanda Aflleje.
My child.
Hello.
Oh my god.
My birthday's tomorrow, as you both know.
Yes.
Those are my parents.
It's real.
Amanda Lynn Deal. I'm just being an idiot.
I love that for
Hi.
you. Hi, you're an idiot.
I do
Your
too,
birthday
it's
is
fun.
tomorrow.
It is.
I remember because last year at the festival, we did the teacher show, and it was
Yep.
on your birthday, and there
Yep.
were cakes and shit.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
So
This
sweet.
fest is always so delightful. Shannon Hunt does an amazing job. And
Just
I
for your
also
birthday.
Just like, yeah, and I'm like, and it's always around my birthday.
Yeah. Are you going to the after party tonight? The Curious
Possibly.
Comedy?
Possibly tonight for sure on Sunday, because my
Okay.
boyfriend will be with me and he's driving, and I'm all, girl.
Yes.
He's like, no, I remember last year. I was like,
I know what
let
to
me select.
expect.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
That is real. I had big aspirations of making it to the after party last night, and then I got punched.
What?
I did.
You looked at Richie when you said that. I'm like, okay.
Look,
Calm down.
I should have shut up, and I didn't. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
We talked about it in the last episode, but I'll fill you in because you don't know.
Uh-huh.
There was a guy at the bar. He was like drinking. He was like buying drinks for people. He bought me a drink. He bought Mandy a drink. He bought Jenna. She bought Jenna a drink.
Uh-huh.
And he came and he sat in the room right next to me. And he goes, "Hey, Rachel." And I thought we were like joking around. We had this little silly thing.
Yeah.
And he hit me with one of these guys. A
Oh.
little circle on the leg.
Little butthole in sign
And
language.
I'm fucking.
That's what it is.
Exactly. And I am just an asshole. So I was like, "Do it, you fucking pussy."
Oh, shit.
And he did. He did it.
You're all, oh,
I was like,
okay. Some
no.
people are just waiting to be called a pussy.
Yeah, that's fair. He
He'll
liked
do
it.
it.
Yeah. So after that, I was like, okay, I think that's my adventure for the evening.
Yeah, well, I'm good.
Yeah. Mandy gave us some gummies, and I was like, I think
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna take this road on the show to the home.
I love the order of those words.
Yes. They were all the right words.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I chose chaos.
love that.
That's wonderful. We typically start the podcast with good things. So like anything good you got going on.
Yeah, I just moved in with my boyfriend, which is
Boyfriend.
it's weird for me because usually I'm the stable one, and I have boyfriends moving with me, which has been wrong this whole time. But I've been like pretending
no.
I have it together, and now I'm like, help, I'm poor, and he's
Yeah.
moving with me. I'm like, okay, but it
Oh my
feels
God.
weird to like be, I guess, less independent in a way. But
Yeah.
I've never trusted anyone more in my life. Like he never makes me feel like weird or bad. He's very supportive. I've had either me or my partners make the other one feel bad for being a piece of shit, which in retrospect, not the best thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of times in relationships, it's like there's givers and takers, and I'm mostly a giver. And when people take a lot, it's like hard to feel like it's like a mutual like partnership. So in this one, it's like the first healthy relationship. So that's a lot of like,
Aw.
it feels like red flags.
Yeah.
Seeing green flags for the first time. I'm like, the fuck is this?
You're like, do it, pussy.
yeah, exactly.
What, he
Your
just
green
does it?
flags are just colorblind.
He just does it.
exactly. Like, love me, you bitch, and he does, and I'm like, wait, what? That worked.
That's all I had to say this whole
But you
time.
won't do it, pussy.
Yeah, but you won't love me forever. Chloe's doing it. Oh, what? That's
Oh my God.
so,
I'm so happy for you.
yeah, I'm very happy too. And he has really sweet cats, 2 boy cats, and my dog loves cats. So it's like one cat's kind of derpy, so he's like part dog and like just he loves her, but he's still a cat. Whereas the other cat is like not interested, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I think like all the kids are getting along, and it's
Good.
we like reorganized the kitchen with all my plants and my pottery that I made, and like it feels
That's
feels
beautiful.
very homey because it was like two men living together. They're clean, of course, but there's like nothing on the walls, you
Yeah.
know, just like dude stuff. Like I don't know, we just come and leave, and I'm like, okay, how about like a plant? And they're like, what? Yeah, if you want to bring plants in here, some life in here. I'm like,
I love oxygen.
yeah, for real, that's dope. Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
Photosynthesize in the kitchen.
Mhm.
Photosynthesize, Captain.
You
Exactly.
dumbass.
I love it.
Stupid.
Yeah.
That's so good. You deserve that. You deserve all the
Thank
good
you.
things.
Thank you. I think so too. I feel like it's like all the good karma I put out in the universe where I was like, why am I doing this? It means nothing. Everyone's an asshole. And then you're like, oh, I guess like you should always be a good person because you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Don't let the world crush you, even though sometimes it feels like it's happening.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, please don't. But
Ah,
anyway,
wait.
whatever. Just try not to be a dick, even when life sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like that with Richie too. I was the stable one. You moved into my apartment, but
Sure did.
it was like the first relationship where he just was like nice to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like there weren't like snide comments and
Yeah.
like
And you're like, what's your angle, dude? What are you trying to do?
like what the fuck do you want?
butter
Move
me
out
up
of my
for it.
parents'
Yeah.
house. That's
That's fair. That is fair. That was part of it.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That feeling of like, oh, this one's different.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Rachel's the love of my life, and I couldn't imagine being with anyone else.
Yeah, a
but-
little late on that, bud. A little late. A little slow on the upkeep, take up of that, whatever that is.
Yeah, but yeah, but
I've been recording 2 episodes in one day. It turns
Yeah.
out is a lot for my tongue.
Oh, yeah. A lot of talking.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it's good. We're not very professional, so we never have them in the bank. Like we record an episode
Yeah.
and put it out the next day.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It's kind of nice. It'll be good to have a week off if you can. If you
Yeah.
can take it off. Yeah.
it's nice. I used some like AI editors that make it a little bit easier.
Oh, use them bots, baby.
Use the bots.
They're not going away.
They're not going away. I can't afford to pay a real person, and
No,
also,
for
I
real.
mean, I could do it myself, but it would just take forever.
It's a very time consuming thing. I've been on podcasts, I've been co-host, but like I didn't do the behind the scenes, and I was just like, I don't have time for this. Like I'll be
Yeah.
on it, but I'm like letting you know I'm not gonna sit and edit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
There's like AI extensions now that plug right into Premiere and like they cut out the silence and they get the cameras matched up with the mic, so it'll
Like zooms in on the right person. Or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty dope.
Cool. Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Should we divulge the name of that software? Or?
No,
Okay.
Figure it out yourself, nerds.
yeah, you can't do what
Google
I
it.
do.
Unless you know what it is, then you can.
And if you want to know, just DM me.
Yeah.
Just, please, someone talk to me. I'm desperate for friendship. My husband doesn't like me. He punched me last night.
That's not true.
You were the guy at the bar.
It was you the whole time. Do you want to see what he looks like? I showed Adam, and Adam was like, "That looks like a guy who wants to punch a woman at a bar."
Yeah.
His name was Jesse.
You got a picture of him before or after the assault?
After it was
Okay.
after, because I was
You're
like,
oh,
I
so
might
fun.
Need
Let's
this.
take a selfie.
Yeah, no. It was I might need this for evidence someday.
Yeah, no, Yep. Put your hand down on your knee, bro.
He's
I'm just
fucking-
judging his way he sits.
He's just waiting for me to say something else
Mm-hmm.
so he can hit me again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It
No,
was
sir, I don't
amazing.
like it.
It was pretty fucking amazing. Richie, do you have a good thing?
My good thing is I played Tori's first game of Yahtzee, like full game of Yahtzee with her last night, and it went
Nice.
well. Because we've been like introducing her to Yahtzee. I think it's a good math exercise too. She likes
Totally.
math, but like the
Mm-hmm.
um
It's like rummy, right? Isn't it kind of similar rules with this, or poker maybe with the
Yeah,
straight
you
and
gotta get
flush?
like the
Okay.
full
Mhm.
house.
Mhm.
oh yeah. So we've been playing with it with playing it with all of us, but just doing the numbers part,
Mhm.
like not the bottom section of the card,
Yeah.
just adding up the
Mhm.
you know how Yahtzee works.
Yeah.
And numbers.
Mhm. My mom loves Yahtzee.
Mine did too.
Mhm.
Last night it was just us, so we do a power down activity, like transitioning from electronic time to bedtime.
That's
so,
cool.
So last night it's been Yahtzee a lot lately, but
Mhm.
last night we decided she was ready to do the full card with all the full house and straights and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and it went well, and she's pretty good at the basic addition math
Yeah.
stuff. She's especially for her age and where she's at in school, like she adds up stuff quick.
That's good. Math was not my strong suit.
And the last part of the good thing is I won.
Nice.
You motherfucker. But who won today? Who won the afternoon round? With a bonus Yahtzee.
Ooh, was it?
I got 2. It was me. It was me!
Yeah,
got
I was in second place, but she beat me by over 100 points.
101 to be exact.
Oh, dang.
I said over 100. I made it
101 points. I beat you by 101 points.
I know.
Same
I
amount-
was
the
trying
same
to
amount
say
of
over 100
Dalmatians,
points
okay.
to
Yeah.
make it sound like
1 point for every Dalmatian.
I used to hate Yahtzee because my mom would like aggressively shake the cup and that noise of the dice in the plastic. So she's like, "Mommy, I'll get a cardboard cup." She was like trying to accommodate
Yeah.
my like ear.
You're like
pain.
sensory. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was just like, I don't want to play with you. You're too intense. Like she just like
Yeah.
will be like, "Oh, it's gonna be a good one." She'll shake it for like a minute, and I'm like, "Bruh,
Bitch, let it out.
Oh, yeah.
we can't.
Let it
Yeah,
out.
I think
Can you use your hands, please?"
Yeah.
she started to shake the dice in her hands because
Mhm.
the cup sound was a bit much for her.
It can be, yeah. The plastic on plastic.
Yeah.
It's
a
like
lot.
it's abrasive.
Mm-hmm.
It's abrasive.
Tis.
How about you, babe?
My good thing is I didn't think of one.
Which is good.
Super great.
Turned off my brain. It was nice.
My good thing is this hotel. We're staying
Yeah.
at a
Very
hotel
nice.
that is like way nicer than it should be. But when like you have a child, you have to have a hotel room that has 2 separate spaces.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be sleeping in a pile.
Yeah.
And I mean that also it needs to be like kind of secure.
Yeah.
Because precious cargo or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
Um,
could stay in like a crusty motel, like you might if you're a Canadian
Yeah.
on the road. You're like, who cares? I won't
stay at
die.
a
And if I do,
hostel.
it'll be funny. Maybe.
Exactly.
Someone will tell my story.
Exactly. So we had to go for a fancier hotel, but it's like they parked the car for us.
Yeah, like the whole
Uh,
ballet.
There's a free cocktail hour from 5 to 8,
Dude, that's great.
5 to 7:30 or something.
They have breakfast and a pool and all that good stuff.
They have breakfast. They have a
All
pool.
about that.
Yeah.
I'm like that. That's the level I've reached in like
Yeah.
my bouginess in my 30s. Like if I'm staying at a hotel, they at least need free breakfast and a pool.
Yeah.
Like,
What I
pretend that-
wish they had was a pool that was separate.
from the
for-
breakfast buffet. There's waffles in the hot tub.
You
Like,
got
God
it. The
damn
carafe for the coffee is in the water.
Waffles in a hot tub is one of my favorite
Yes.
combinations of words I've ever heard.
Fire band name.
Like a bunch of gross kids all sticky with their waffles. And
Yeah.
I'm just still gonna eat it. It's all chlorine soaked.
God. I wish.
Syrup starts to tint the water.
Yeah. Smells mapley in here.
You know, like when you're doing the dishes, all the gunk in the bottom of the drain. That's just at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, it's
though.
like eggs. And
Oh,
it's always scrambled eggs.
it's always scrambled eggs. That's
And
gnarly.
hair.
And band-aids.
And What did you wish the breakfast was separate from?
I
Besides
wish
what weird
I didn't.
shit
It
said?
was.
Okay.
This had nothing to do with the breakfast.
Okay.
It was all you, boo boo. I wish that they had a grown-up pool, a pool just for
I
grown-ups.
got you. Like or at least an adult swim hour where it's like, hey, no kids between
Yeah.
9 and 11 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Adult Swim.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or like let me take my chill kid, but like get the feral kids out of here.
Oh yeah.
You
Well,
know?
there's people who are just like, get in there with your waffles. Usually.
Yeah, with your waffle.
They got
Exactly.
Snacks in their pockets.
Get in there with your waffles and your
Mhm.
scabies and fucking get out of my face. You splash anyone you want. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know?
My kids are pretty gross.
They're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. So much. They're my life's work.
They're great. I just think that sometimes the separation is nice.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
break is good.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
agree.
being like a teacher and aunt, I was like, I enjoy this because you have so much fun, and they're like, and I clocked out.
And
I'm going home.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
That was my favorite part about being an uncle early on in my niece's lives.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I get them all hyped up, and then
Yep. Not my problem anymore.
I still do that with Tori sometimes. Like when I send you off to school, like, okay, remember talking gibberish the whole way to school.
It's
And she
evil.
does it.
Evil. Skibbity Toilet is the new one.
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity Toilet. Do you want to see what Skibbity Toilet is?
It sounds like scatting for a kid.
Oh my God, spit it out, Aflleje. It's
Yeah.
it's like an internet trend where there's like it's like some video game and like you go into the bathrooms of the video game and someone's face comes out and he's just like
What in the hell?
Skibbity Toilet.
That's terrifying.
The children are really out of pocket.
Oh my.
All the listeners who aren't driving right now, take out your phone and Google Skibbity Toilet on TikTok. Google it on
Yeah,
TikTok.
there's
Am I
heads in
100?
urinals.
Google
Yeah.
it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Google it on
Google it on. That might be one of the worst things I've ever said. skibbity, skibbity, skibbity toilet. It's wild.
So is this just a TikTok that went viral, or is it from a game? you
It's like
said?
a whole trend. There's like it's like a series, I guess. It's like a YouTube series.
Somebody who plays Fortnite, tell us where it came from.
God,
in the
I
comments.
don't understand fully, but
That's fine. It's
I
not
don't-
for
I don't-
adults
yeah, I don't
to
think we're
understand
meant to
usually.
understand it.
it's not for me.
I'm sure salad fingers upset a lot of adults.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
and
true.
we
I
were like,
think
I
it's
like when
their-
the red water comes out. We were like cracking up, and they're like,
Yeah.
"What is wrong with you?"
rusty drink
kettle. Yeah.
Yeah, like you just have to be a kid
Soup
to
from
get
a
it.
shoe or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Old Greg, you can't explain that to parents. You
No,
just had to have been there when it happened.
I'm the parent now that doesn't get it.
Yep.
Oh no.
Happens to all of us.
Circle of life, baby.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Circle of life. Cycle,
That's-
whatever.
Yeah.
Skibbity toilet.
Wash
of life.
cycle of life.
Amazing.
Tumble dry low.
mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
And then you got to wash your clothes again because you got 2 periods.
Could you
Mess.
imagine? Could you imagine
a lot.
what if instead of having periods from our vaginas, we got 1 period from each armpit, and it was like double period all the way across the sky?
I feel like I sweat as much as I probably bleed, so it might just be the same.
Yeah, it's just a fun color now.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
festive.
Yeah.
Just-
You dye your pits?
What is a
Sure. Yeah.
What is a period but festive sweat?
There you,
know?
go. I like that.
It's beautiful.
It's Christmassy.
Sweat from the inside.
Sweat. Festive sweat. That's great.
I love that.
Yeah, what's a Bonnaroo? Look at all this festive sweat.
Woo.
Disgusting. So we have questions
Coachella
for you.
might have been funnier
Okay.
there. Okay.
What?
Coachella might have been funnier there instead of Bonnaroo. I just couldn't think of a festival name.
It's all right. I can't afford those festivals.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to the Haha Harvest Festival. That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, you work in retail. How are you going to all these?
Credit
Parents.
cards or parents.
Parents. It's usually parents.
Yeah. Excuse me. Wow,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
disgusting.
No, I stopped not burping in microphones because I realized I'm like, this kind of goes with my brand. I'm like, I'm a fucking lady. I hate men.
Yeah.
What the fuck, you know?
Yeah. I felt like I was really
It'd be weirder if
channeling
I
my
didn't.
inner you when I was at the bar last night. I was like, do it, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
I really felt like you. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Beautiful moment.
Too many, as we said, what, cranium accessories? Get
You
this
called them
fucking
you
headband
called
out.
them devices.
I did.
She said too many devices on my head.
It's just all these things.
A headband?
Keeping me down. Yeah. A headband, glasses. I'm in between haircuts, so I don't like what's happening with my hair.
That's fair.
Wants to part in the middle now, which it never did my entire life. Even when I was a kid, my mom would part in the middle. And I
Yeah.
had bangs, and my calyx would go crazy. Now it's like in the middle, and I'm like, okay, I look like fucking Mo from the Three Stooges. It's embarrassing.
And you're killing it. You're
said-
slaying it.
I said that to my boyfriend. He laughed so hard, and he goes, "Just don't say that to other people." 'Cause he saw it, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I appreciate it."
Oh, you can't unsee it once
No,
you see
you
that.
can't.
Oh,
That's
man.
Did-
Yeah,
did-
that
did-
was-
very
That
romantic.
was one of my introductions to comedy was the Three Stooges.
Just bringing it back, old school. You know, I'm gonna start poking people in the eye. We should- yeah, for real. They're like, "What the fuck?" Boyfriend's bald, so he's curly. We just gotta find a third, and here we go. You know?
There we go. There we
got it.
go. What is life in Portland but trying to find a third? You know?
Exactly. You get it.
I get it.
Okay, so do you want to ask?
Yeah. So if you couldn't tell by how wonderful Amanda is a established, credited stand-up comedian in Portland, Oregon, professional level, headliner bitch.
Oh heck.
Has all of her certifications.
Thank you.
It's true. So how did you get into stand-up comedy, and how long have you been doing it?
So I started when I was 21, and I'll be 33, so about a dozen years, which is way too long. I started in 2012. I wanted to do comedy because I just was always kind of a goofy kid. I was homeschooled. I
Yeah.
was kind of like the weird little entertainer in my family.
Mm-hmm.
I like making people laugh, and every day job I've ever had, I was like always trying to break the tension because jobs suck. So I feel like if we can all just like be goofy and laugh about it and talk shit, then it makes it not as miserable. So I was actually dating someone when I was like in my 19 to 21. And he was really into like movies, and he wanted to go to film school, and he got accepted to a film school in Chicago when he was 18, but was too scared to go. So I found that out
Pussy.
when we were like going through, yeah, exactly. We were going through our stuff, and I was like, oh, there's like Second City in Chicago. I've always wanted to do like improv. I was a big like SNL kid, and
Yeah.
Lucille Ball was like my first comedy introduction because I grew up pretty like sheltered and homeschooled. So that was like the only acceptable comedy I could watch for a while was like stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, well, let's just move to Chicago and like you can go to film school and I'll try comedy. And if we both suck at it, at least we like tried. But he didn't want to. So we broke up because I just felt like I didn't want to be with someone who was like scared to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I
especially
was just
when
a big-
he got in.
yeah.
to-
So you clearly have something going for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just years later. He was like, it's not really like lucrative. And I'm like, well, nothing that you want to do is really going to make that much money. That's just,
Yeah.
you do it because you want to, or everything else is awful sounding.
Yeah.
So we broke up. I was depressed for like 3 days. I was telling the story to my friend, and they were like, you can just go to Chicago by yourself. And it like blew my mind. I was like, yeah, I guess I could. I can do whatever the
Whoa.
fuck I want. I'm a free
Good.
woman.
Friends out
Plot
there.
twist. Wait, where's my air horn? That's the wrong button. Fuck. Oh, I don't have my air. Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah. I
I
was
found
waiting.
it.
I was so excited for it.
I got the fucking air horn.
So yeah, I just was like, all right, fuck it. I told to my friends I worked at Pete's Coffee in Vancouver. And I was like, yeah, I think I might move to Chicago, do Second City. And my boss was like, they have Pete's in Chicago. And that's like a California chain from San Francisco. So that's like
Yeah.
very rare they have them outside of the West Coast. So they had 2 in Chicago, one's in the suburbs. One was like a 10-minute bus ride from Second City.
Oh,
They're
shit.
like, let me see if you can transfer. Like the universe was just like, here you go, bitch. Like I got a
Yeah.
job. I moved out there. Everything just kind of fell in my lap. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do comedy. So yeah, I did Second City. I got into sketch and comedy writing, but the comedy writing was like kind of like for writing sketches.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people that worked there were also burned out from being teachers or comedians who just kind of were like, whatever,
Yeah.
I just teach how to do this. So that was very depressing, but improv was super fun. That's where I like got comfortable being on stage because I had really bad stage fright. I met my first group of friends. We did like sketch shows throughout like the suburbs of Chicago. And I did stand up, and that's where I got depressed.
Yeah.
Because everyone hates improv if they're stand up comedians, but they also don't have friends. And improvisers are happy and have friends, but
Yeah.
edgy or whatever. I don't know. It was just such a weird divide between like, we don't like you guys, you're nerds. I was like,
We're
you guys
doing
don't
pretty
have
much the same
friends.
thing.
Yeah.
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 So, I mean, yeah, Chicago was fun. It was good. It was also rough because the comedy scene was like super competitive and very bro-y, and there wasn't
Yeah.
like women. If you were like a woman who was getting booked, it was like you were also part of the boys' club. I
Pick
grew up-
me. Pick
yeah.
me energy.
And I grew up as a tomboy, so I didn't understand like feminism or like. I was just like, yeah, men are cool. I don't understand all the hate. And then I like started doing stand up and trying to like speak for myself. And I was like, oh, they either want to fuck me or shut me up. So
Chicago
guess I
said,
am-
"Hold my beer."
yeah, I was like, I guess I am a feminist. Fuck all of you. It was weird, man.
It's real.
I was so much happier. And I was just doing improv and they did it.
Yeah.
Stand up ruined my life. But 12
Ignorance
years
is
later,
bliss.
I can't give up now. It's out of spite and rage.
I'm in too deep.
It's your fault. I'm still here, bitch. You don't like me? Well, fuck you. I'm never leaving. It's intense.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
love
lot.
that. I love that.
Spite is powerful.
It is. Yeah. Being fueled by rage and spite a lot of times. I mean, comedy is so fun and you find your people, but even like I've done shows where it's like mostly women in the audience and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. And then I'm just
Yeah.
like being a loudmouth broad and talking shit about men. And they're all just like older women who are like, I don't appreciate that kind of humor. I
Yeah.
don't like when women talk like that. And I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
If I had a
That's- I
dick,
get-
would it be okay if I talk like this?
It would
I'd
be
say
totally
horrible
fine.
things.
It would be totally fine.
It's really weird when that shit happens. I don't
Yeah.
know how to handle it. It just
Well,
makes me kind of sad.
That happens with my miscarriage jokes sometimes. Like I tell my miscarriage jokes in a room full of women, and I'm like, they're gonna get it. They're gonna understand because they're my people, and they fucking climb up on me. I'm like, bitch,
Yeah.
it could be you.
Yeah.
It could be you're gonna change your attitude real quick.
Women
And I
have
throw your ass down the stairs. Sorry, that was that was not funny. Channeling my inner Matt Rife there.
It is interesting because I feel like women are like more polite or like worried about when they should laugh at stuff.
Yeah.
But especially when it comes to other women. I don't know why that is. Like it's some kind of weird ingrained thing where it's just like,
especially older women.
yeah.
Younger women I've found are like more down DTL, down to laugh. But
Yeah.
the older women are just like,
There's still some ingrained, like women shouldn't talk like that.
yeah, my
The whole
butthole's
being
in my
being a
nose.
lady thing. And my grandma was an intense feminist. Like I thought she was like too much when I was a kid, but there's so many things that she was like, I hate the word lady because it was invented by men on how women should act. I
Oh,
hate that when
shit.
we like spell things out, it's like D as in David. She was like D and Danielle. Like she was intense. She would
That's
like not-
badass.
She flipped everything. Like there's so many things and like there's common vernacular that like we don't realize are like so fucking sexist. Like lady
Yeah.
is such a gross term.
Yeah.
It literally is men being like, be a lady. There's a certain way you need to act. So she's like, I don't say lady, I say woman or young woman. She didn't like girls because girls was like how you kind of basically infantile. How do you?
Yeah.
Whatever that fucking word.
Infantilize.
Yeah, he's basically like, teaching like women that they're like tiny little children. Instead,
should
like,
be a
don't ever
child.
call a woman a girl. She's either a young woman or she's a woman. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Well, even bookers, like nowadays, like I have bookers who are my friends who still say, like, I try to get one girl on every show. And I'm like,
I
first of
wonder
all,
why.
Yeah.
girls can't get into the bars.
Yeah.
Second of all, why not 2?
Mm-hmm.
Why not 3?
Well, if you have more than one woman on a show, our periods sync up. So that's
Yeah,
why.
that's true. And there's just
Don't
blood
allow it.
everywhere. It's not safe.
No, it's not. It says you got to put up wet floor signs. It's a slipping
You
hazard.
gotta pay extra for a janitor to
You
come
do.
in.
It's too much.
We can't afford the tampons
No.
because it's like 200 tampons for 2 women on their period. That's too much.
You just keep putting them in there, right?
Yeah,
Is that how it
you
works?
just, yeah.
You tie them all together and
like-
make it more efficient.
Like a,
It's
like,
like-
a king rat or something. Rat king? There we go.
Like packing a gunshot wound, just tampons up there.
Oh my god. I
Load
love
up a
that.
Nerf gun with tampons. Just
I love it. I fucking love it. Dude, I was like trying to buy tampons the other day and it was at a gas station and all they had was like light days and I was like,
Ooh.
girl, that's like putting a Q-tip in a bullet hole. I'm gonna need something a little better than that. I'm gonna sneeze that shit out.
Yeah.
So funny.
One time I
It's like a roll of paper towels. For real. Q-tip in a bullet hole is one of my favorite things to say.
It's
That's
iconic.
so funny.
No one's laughed as hard.
It's the new
as
hot
both
dog
of
in
you
a
have.
hallway.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Definitely said that joke to crickets, and I'm like, come on.
Have some class.
Yeah. Fuck you. That's funny. No,
Better get on board real quick.
I'm intense. I
I
get
will
why some
say-
people don't like me. I get it.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I appreciate that.
I got you. One time I was hungover and I threw up so hard. I threw up that and my Diva Cup came out.
Whoa.
I
hell
threw
yeah.
my Diva Cup out.
Wow.
Do you know what kind of vacuum you gotta make with
It's true. It's like a plunger. It's a pussy plunger.
Yeah, it's
That
a
shit's
pussy plunger.
intense.
Yeah.
I did a lot of Diva Cup jokes, and then I saw one on sale, and I was like, "Girl, truth and comedy, you could be talking shit if you
Yeah.
don't have one." And I did, and I was like, "Damn,
I love my Diva Cup.
they're great."
They're wonderful.
I just know there's so
Mine-
many rules. You got to boil it first, like pussy pasta.
I keep mine in my fanny pack.
Yeah.
Just rinse it off. It's
Yeah.
fine.
No, you're probably right. I was like, I don't even come on. I don't prep this
You
much
got
for
that,
anything else.
That Diva Cup cleaning solution.
I did, yeah. And I also
like
I had
contacts,
a
it-
steamer. Yeah. Exactly. You gotta let it soak overnight.
I love that. Instead of left and right, it's just one like cup with a D on it for diva.
I did have like a little steamer for a while where you like put the Diva Cup in and it's like a rice cooker for your
Hell yeah.
Diva Cup and then you like fill it with a little water and it like steams it so you don't have to boil it.
It doubles in size.
Yeah.
You put it in.
It was It was a great idea, but cooked like using the same receptacle that is unwashable and then like boiling your Diva, it smelled like death soup
Yeah,
after like 2 months. So
that's fair. And it does naturally stain. I was like, that shit ain't gonna be clear for long, you know?
yeah, exactly. I have a black one, so
Oh hell yeah.
because I'm woke.
Fucking metal. Oh my god.
I'm so
Fucking
sorry.
metal, dude.
I'm so sorry.
I like that it has measurements on the side. I really enjoyed that. I
Yeah,
was like, ooh, I'm gonna beat my high score.
scientifically.
You know?
Exactly.
2
I like-
ounces, let's fucking do it, dude.
Yeah, the average
Double
person
shot.
changes every 12 hours. Not to brag, but every
Mhm.
3 for me, bitch.
Woo!
On day 1, don't even look at me. I'll get you.
I love it.
I love this so much.
Thirsty? I got a cup to drink out of.
I've had intrusive thoughts where I'm like, I could use it as a shot glass.
I really want to do merch where it's like a Diva Cup because I make a joke about like I would totally drink like a cherry bomb shot of a clean Diva Cup in a bar and just stare at men like it's the time of the month, bitch.
Yeah.
I would love to get shot glasses that just say Diva Cup.
I'm reabsorbing my
Amazing.
nutrients.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. It's
That's
fucking
gnarly. That's fucking metal.
Mm-hmm.
Iron
Yeah,
deficient
literally, it
goo.
tastes like metal.
Oh yeah, it's very metallic.
It's amazing.
It's delightful. Lots of iron in there.
Yeah. How did we get to Diva Cups?
Oh, it's I
What a
don't know.
journey.
They were talking about booking 2 women and then it's a slipping hazard.
Oh, yeah. And then we
mhm.
just, yes-anded
Oh yeah.
until.
Improv, baby.
Yeah, bitch. Second City,
I
this.
paid hundreds of dollars, dude. We just did it on the couch for free.
Yeah, you sure did.
Correction, my dad paid hundreds of dollars.
There we go. To be fair, all of this stuff was not free, but
That's true.
kind of was. because I am not thinking about it. So, girl math. We saved up, we made this investment, and then just don't even think about it. Girl math.
Yeah. That is
Um,
girl math. It's on sale, so I save money. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking girl math.
Yep.
Next question. What is your relationship with trauma?
Told you,
Fuck yeah,
not burping in microphone.
I love that. I got a whiff of that one. That was delightful.
That
It
double
smells
IPA.
like a Capri Sun.
Oh, it's better than what I smelled. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Carry it
love
over
that.
there.
What is your relationship with trauma, and how does it influence your material, if at all?
I feel like I write a lot of things from like rage. Like the first step for me writing jokes. Sometimes, okay, I guess maybe not 100%. It's like either something so ridiculous and silly.
Yeah.
And I love that kind of humor. Or something is.
Aren't you the one? You have a joke where you're like, women get to be something about being stupid. Do you have a joke about that?
Mm-mm.
No. Maybe I think that's Honey Pluton. Honey Pluton has a joke where they're like, I'm a woman, or whatever. Never mind. Continue.
It's either something like very silly, like Mitch Hedberg we mentioned earlier. I love Mitch. So something that's just very silly and like it's more like observational or just like so ridiculous. I love that kind of humor. Or like I think a lot of comedy starts from tragedy or rage. And for me, like when things make me so fucking mad. Like so when I was in middle school, which is puberty, moving back, my family were like missionaries, and I grew up really religious. We like moved back from India. I was a missionary kid, so we like came to Vancouver, Washington. I went to my first public school ever. So I had a lot of rage, like not really like trusting that God was everything, that my parents knew what the fuck they were talking about. So there was a lot of like seeing the world for the first time instead of like Jesus and my parents are the best thing ever. I was like, maybe these motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
And so me and my best friend and her parents had just gone through divorce, and we just became like super best friends forever. And we're still best friends to this day, like 20 years later. But we were angry, sweaty, tomboy middle schoolers, and we would just talk shit. We would say whatever like popped in our head, and everyone thought we were so fucking funny. And I realized like a lot of comedy came from like this anger and this rage of just like speaking my mind in the moment, and people would laugh and be like, God, that's so funny. Like people would think it was so funny when I was mad that it would make me more mad, and they would laugh harder, and I used to get so fucking pissed, but it was just like this vicious cycle.
And it just like loop.
Yeah. So now I'm like, maybe there's something there, like as I got older. And sometimes that's exhausting. Like I think I don't always want to be the angry feminist comic, but men keep fucking talking. So
What can I do? I have no choice.
Can't run out of material.
It's so funny because people have said recently, because like I posted a couple podcast clips about how like comedy is different for women. It's not easier for women.
Oh, yeah.
Contrary to unpopular belief.
Unfunny men think so, because you guys get booked on the Pussy Hour show.
Fucking
On the Clam Jam. Dude, the names for the shows.
Once a year,
Got
baby.
my inhaler over there. You good?
But I posted something, and I just was simply talking about my experience in comedy as a woman, and then they were like, pushing your liberal agenda, like the biggest feminist in the Northwest, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and I feel like it goes back to what you were saying about like being a woman, and you just say what you're thinking, and people are like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We've been like conditioned to like not say how we really feel.
No, and that's why, like, again, going back to like doing a show where there's a lot of women in the audience who are like, oh, you're really just saying that. It's like, I'm sorry you weren't allowed to say that, but also like, don't make me feel bad that I'm fucking talking. I don't know. It's so it's so strange. So I think, trauma definitely like influences a lot of comedy. I wonder what comedian I would be like if gross men didn't try and shit all over me. I feel like I'd be more like, improv, tell me a suggestion, you got it. Like, I'd be like some creepy, happy, like, are they Christians? Like, on like some kid's show or something.
Let's talk about the difference
Like
between cats and dogs.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It'd be like, what's the kid shows? Like Blue's Clues or the Big Blue Couch or whatever. Or
Oh, yeah.
Gabba Gabba.
You give big the the one with the clock, and the lady would like lay on the carpet and she would be the clock.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I
I
don't
do
know.
too. I can't think of the name either.
Say it in the
Can't remember
comments
what
if you know.
Yeah, put it in the comments. I feel like you would crush that.
in my butt.
There you go.
Is it
Send
Chris
us
Mahia
again.
again? 'Cause
Uh,
I'll fucking end his
Instagram
life.
Nice. Sorry
Super.
about your microphone. I'll change the phone before I leave.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I'll
You
just flip
could
it
use it
inside
as a
out.
diva cup. If
Oh,
you
there we go.
are
I'm just going to flip it
desperate,
inside
in a
out and put
pinch.
it back on.
Perfect. There's
What the fuck
extras.
happened to our mic?
What? I'm gonna do it. What would happen?
I don't know. I
Does
think it'd
it
be the
work?
same. I don't see why not.
It's
Might just look a little different. Like it's got the flip out on the bottom.
It's just it's got a cool hairdo now.
It's like Drew Barrymore in The Wedding Singer.
It's
She's
got
got the
a
little
bu-
flip.
It's a bucket
Yeah.
hat now.
Hmm? Oh, it is a bucket hat. They're
It is
making
a
a comeback.
bucket hat. Look at that.
It's cute.
Shout out to Schoolboy Q.
It's like a condom inside out. A little flare.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I don't know either. I don't use them.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
I don't watch men put them on. It's too
Ugh.
depressing.
Yeah, it's like one of the most vulnerable moments, I feel like, for a man.
Trying to put on a condom in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
In the heat of the moment. Y'all hurry up. 5 minutes before I dry up.
If I have to watch you struggle with
Yeah.
that thing,
No, we're done.
over.
It feels wrong. If you're having this much trouble with it, I shouldn't be sleeping with you.
Yeah. You should have practiced this.
Yeah, didn't you have to put it on a banana? Come on. grow up.
Banana, cucumber,
Nice.
Mini
all things
baby.
that are bigger than my equipment.
I was gonna say baby carrot.
Dick-shaped foods were missing.
Cocktail cucumbers is more realistic.
Hey, that thing's full of seeds though. There's so many,
Heyo.
so many seeds in there. You're just shooting them into a furnace though, unfortunately. Anyways. Good talk, guys. Good fucking talk. I think there might be another question down here. Oh, nope, that's not for you.
Oh, I didn't see it, but now I really want to.
It just said, "Who hurt you?"
Oh
That's
my
what
God,
I'm
I think
saying.
I answered that.
Yeah. But that's the next segment.
Uh-huh.
I think we're good to go to the next segment.
Sure.
Segment. In this segment, I kind of give you a little bit of a rundown. Who hurt you? We take people who are behaving out of pocketly.
Uh-huh.
That's an adverb now. And they could be like Instagram influencer, whatever. And we try and diagnose what kind of trauma has led them
Oh,
to being the way that they are.
so that people know.
It could be like a guy you saw on the street. It could be a guy that's Matt
Okay.
Rife.
Yeah,
it
it's
could
just
be
like
You pick someone who sucks and you try and figure out what happened to them.
yeah. Why do you suck? Why do you
it's
suck
kind of like
so bad?
our version of like when you're people watching and you just make up their whole life story. Like that's. what
Oh
we're-
yeah,
what
that's
we're
fun.
doing. Yeah.
I'm into that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I have one. I have one to start us off.
Oh yeah.
Because my favorite way to do this segment is just look at my Instagram Explore page
Okay.
and see this one. I can't wait to hear what you're gonna have to say about this.
Oh.
This person is getting a tattoo
Oh
in their armpit
Oh, okay. Armpit.
to look like shittily drawn armpit hair. So just take a minute to drink that. What are you seeing over there? It looks like ramen
Okay.
noodles.
It does. It looks like Justin Timberlake.
God.
Yeah.
Somebody Photoshop his
JT.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah.
JT Pitt.
It's kind of giving porcupine.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even look good.
It doesn't. No, it looks bad. Like if I saw it, I'd be like, oh shit, did you stamp yourself?
Did you get road rash in your armpit?
What kind of venue do they be like, raise your arm?
Yeah.
This is for re-entry, okay?
Well,
It's a weird fucking club, dude. And it would be the same thing when they try and stamp my wrist. I'm like,
Yeah.
good luck. When
Yeah,
they're like,
where
raise
you're
your
gonna-
arm, I'd be like, good luck.
Yeah,
a lot of real hair in
You're
here.
gonna have to get through that. And the thing is, if you want armpit hair, just don't shave your armpits.
Yeah.
Like the amount of like shaving, waxing you had to do to go get that shitty tattoo. And
Yeah.
I would say it could be like a chemo thing, maybe. You know, if you like that look.
Mm-hmm.
But first of all, the tattoo doesn't even look good.
No, it
And
doesn't.
that person had lots of hair
Uh-huh.
on their head and face. and-
So like, there's a lot of nerve endings in your armpit. Doesn't that hurt?
Probably wouldn't feel great.
It
Yeah.
like tickles.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, it'd feel weird as hell. I don't know. I feel like at that point you should just get like an armpit merkin. You know what I mean?
Merkin.
A merk. Oh, I love explaining this to people. It's
Oh.
very dumb that I know it.
Enlighten me.
There's a place in Portland, shout out, called the Firkin Tavern, and I like to call it the Merkin Tavern. Now we're going to explain what a merkin is. So back in the day, everyone had pubes. No one shaved unless they had crabs. So prostitutes, if they had to shave because they had crabs, they would have a pube wig called a merkin. So
No
I feel like
way.
if you were like, I wish I had armpit hair, instead of getting a shitty tattoo, you could just get a little stick.
It's like
merkin
it's like
for
a
your pit.
it's like a
A
pad.
perkin,
A
if you
pad
will.
with hair.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that idea. I just feel like there's so many other things you could have done before you went for the the shitty, and like the hairs are too thick. It doesn't look like real hair.
And there's like a lot of them that are just straight shorts, and then there's a couple of curly cues in there. It looks.
And like the space between the hairs is too much.
Yeah.
Would you get tattooed in your armpit?
No. So the reason I don't shave, it's not because I'm such a feminist, but also I like that men don't like it. People filter.
Fuckers.
I have super sensitive skin. Like I get like itchy, scabby scalp. I get like breakouts randomly. I can't wear jewelry for very long. Anything metal. My skin just hates the world. It hates being here. And I'm like, same bitch, but can we fucking work together? So I have to be careful with like tattoo ink, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So when I do shave, especially places where like sweat accumulates, I get really bad rash. So when I did shave my armpits, it was like red, itchy.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looked awful, and it felt awful. I was like,
Yeah.
now that it's
Wait,
hairy,
what were
I'm
you
like-
like? Can you do that again? Okay.
yeah,
Here's the flip.
Yeah.
Here's the flip.
Pull back. Put that on a boomerang.
Amazing.
That better be a boomerang. Looking at you two. Or AI.
I know how to do that
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, so I don't shave because it was just, it made more sense to have body hair, and because otherwise I would just be itchy and rashy. And
Yeah.
I was like, it feels and looks gross.
And
I
grandma's
also-
probably proud of that too.
Yeah, and I don't, exactly. And I don't
Yeah.
give a shit what men's preference are and any of that. And I found it was a great people filter when I was doing OkCupid in Chicago. I would like
Yeah.
post pictures. I did like a pinup thing, but like I, shut off my armpit hair and like lounge couches and stuff.
Yeah.
Just for fun, just for me. I thought it was kind of a funny contrast to being a hairy broad, doing like
Yeah.
a pinup girl kind of shoot. And I put those pictures on there just to be like, it was a good people filter. But it was wild to me. There was either men who were like, you need to shave, that's disgusting, that's unclean. And these were like hairy men. And I was like, do you
Yeah.
shave, bitch? You unclean, hairy piece of shit. Go ahead and
Literally.
wash your ass, Or they would be like, oh, you have armpit hair? Can I put my dick in there? Like, there was no in between. No one was just like, good for you. And they were like, ew, or ugh. Like,
Yeah. Which is equally
wild.
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people can just exist without it being a fetish or like something offensive to you.
Yeah.
Men.
Common thread. These
They're simple.
And be menin.
Who hurt you? Men.
men. It's always men. But who hurt this person? Because that's complex.
It is. Maybe it was like they don't like body hair, but they like the idea of liking body.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they were in some kind of armpit accident where they can't grow hair there. And choose your own
That's-
adventure with that.
That's probably, you're right. It probably was an armpit accident. I bet there was like a ear candle or something gone wrong.
It
fucking
spilled into their
spilled into the armpit.
Maybe maybe it wasn't supposed to be armpit hair. Maybe they just wanted to look like they have stretch marks in their armpit.
It looks like cartoonish.
It
like if they were going for
does.
realistic, but I feel like they had to have been going for cartoon looking, the way that it was drawn.
Yeah.
Maybe they were in like a pool with too much chlorine and their body hair never grew back.
It was like bubble letter armpit hair.
It
That's what
was.
it felt like.
It was the Comic Sans.
The Comic
Or like the background when the Rugrats theme song is playing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
the
talking
little
about? All
squiggles.
those, yeah, the squiggles and shapes.
Oh, that was good. Go off.
Yeah, I was definitely a Nickelodeon kid.
Yeah.
Never got the armpit hair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm.
Cartoon Network kids, they're doing meth somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Unhinged. Nickelodeon kids were doing
Yeah.
it. No,
Disney
not.
kids, they're still watching Disney. The
No.
Disney people, they're still doing it.
They're getting married at Disney World.
Yeah,
Watching Bluey by themselves when the kid goes to sleep.
yeah, that's embarrassing for you.
Yeah, quick little hand wring.
Guilty. All right, I'm gonna go check the camera. Do you guys have anyone else that you want to diagnose while we're here? Doctors?
I think I burned mine on the last episode.
Wasted it on a man.
Hmm.
Save it for this man, Lynn Deal.
Mandolin deal.
I'm a man, duh. I got called that a lot in middle school, and now I'm just like, well,
Yeah.
now they can't hang. I'm like, one of you. Like, you're scarier. You did this to me.
I learned from watching you.
Dude,
You created me.
some kind of feminist joker, and they really don't like it, which is weird because they like one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. True, true. Shit's wild.
Yeah. Just want to know how I got this score.
Yeah, for real. Trying to shave my armpits.
The armpit accident.
Yeah, freak armpit accident.
I also saw another on my Explore page, which, like, maybe the question is, why is this on my Explore page?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, who hurt you?
How much time do you have? Because I'll start with men.
Common
Start there.
denominator.
Jesse, specifically last night, who punched me in the arm.
Fucking Jesse.
Fucking Jesse. It was a baby getting eyebrow threaded. So like the mom was
What?
like a brow artist or whatever. I was like, starting them young, haha, and was like threading their infant's eyebrows.
They don't even. It's peach fuzz at that point.
Literally. And
That's
also
so-
that
Babies don't
shit
got brows.
hurts.
Yeah.
That
Isn't
shit
it, like,
hurts
little,
so bad.
literal needles, like and shit?
No, they use string
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they pluck out each hair individually with a string. They like twist it and like
They like
run it
tangle
over
in the
so it
string,
gets
basically.
tangled and
Mhm.
pops
Oh.
out.
It's like imagine you accidentally get your arm hair stuck in some kind of fabric or like this is a bad analogy. Just imagine you accidentally pull your body hair out.
Your
It
beard
fucking
hair. Like
hurts.
imagine your
Yeah.
beard hair being like,
Mhm.
Yikes!
yeah.
Yeah.
They were doing it to a baby.
That's ridiculous.
Like a baby, like infant, newborn baby, or like
Yes. I'll show you. It was wearing a diaper. It was
this.
It was
this,
shitting its pants
couldn't
What
hold
was
its
happening?
head up yet, but fucking those eyebrows were on fleek, I'll tell you that. Look at that. It's like all red.
Yeah. What?
Actual infants.
What the hell? So they're doing like, don't worry. As the kid grows up, we're still traumatizing it.
Yeah, we're starting beauty standards at 6 months old.
So in this case, who hurt you is the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this
But
is
who hurt the mom? This is
they're probably
generational
their
trauma.
mom. Probably
Yeah,
the mom and the
generational
mom and the
trauma.
mom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then it all comes back to men.
A Russian nesting doll of trauma.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of those moms that like first time that they see you, like first thing they say at holidays is like, "Oh, you put on a little weight," like that kind of mom.
Dude, that's,
Ugh. Straight to jail.
yeah, straight to jail.
Do not collect $200.
No.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
You can cash these hands though.
Collect $200 with the hand.
Yeah.
It's an infinite amount of hands because these hands are free.
Period.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. And like it didn't look like like every time the thread touched him, like you could see them wince a little bit. Like,
Yeah, and there's like red marks around the eyebrows.
like they
and
weren't
shit.
crying, but like
Yeah.
But that baby didn't even have enough eyebrows to fucking pluck. That's what I'm saying.
Literally.
It's like peach fuzz.
Literally. How would you pluck this peach fuzz?
pluck my dick.
I cannot.
Because pluck rhymes with suck.
No, I
okay.
get it.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
We should start threading a men's pubic hair and see how that feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Unzip. Let's go.
You got some thread.
Guess I'm tired.
Pull a string. You got thread on your jeans right there. Let's go.
There we go. It's going down.
Is it like some special kind of thread that they use for that, or just
No.
It's just
I
a
thought it was just like thin thread, so it can tangle it. But maybe you can use.
they just pop up to
Any kind of-
Joanne's fabric. It's like I'm gonna do eyebrows with this.
Probably.
What's your best eyebrow thread for babies? They're all, what? This is,
fuck
ma'am,
are
this
you-
is a Joanne's fabric.
Usually people are trying to make blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's for Amanda.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Y'all know Simon Gibson?
No.
He's a
I
treasure.
worked with him once. Yeah.
He's a fucking goof. He's originally Portland, now lives in LA, but he does this joke where he burps in the microphone. He's like, I gotta stop burping in the microphone. My agent says, Simon, that's disgusting. Stop doing it. It's like my agent is me with the mirror putting on lipstick, like, you're gonna make it. He's fucking wild. Unhinged. He does like
That's amazing.
comedy for comedians. But every time I burp in the microphone, I'm, oh, Simon Gibbs.
Simon Gibbs for Simon.
only worked with him once, but he probably doesn't remember. So
He's goofy. He's sweet.
Just
Yeah,
like
he's-
you.
Yeah. I saw him at Helium. They had this is one of my favorite stories in the entire world. This just describes this person. Shout out to Simon Gibbs. We were at Helium and it was for like the New Year's celebration. And Matt Bronger, you'll know him. He was like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, big deal Portland comic, Bridgetown, whatever. He was one of the first like Portland comedians I ever like heard of or saw on like Comedy Central. So I was like, oh my god, Matt Bronger. And so he was doing the the show, and Simon Gibson shows up with the bottle of champagne. He's like, squeedly deep bop, just being a fucking goof. Goes up to Matt Bronger, cheers him. Matt has like a champagne flute. Simon has a bottle. Cheers me. He goes, I'll see you in LA, baby. And starts chugging it. And I was like, I fucking love you. Matt was like, who
That's
the fuck is this guy? I was like, my favorite person. He's just a goof.
That's amazing.
Yep. To my burp in the microphone, I think of Simon Gibson.
What a gem.
Yeah.
Shout
he
out
is.
to Simon Gibson
Mhm.
and Matt Bronger.
Yeah. Matt's like, who the fuck are these people?
He definitely is listening to my podcast.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
He is confounded.
Okay. He's in there. Our last I say last segment, but really it's our second to last segment.
Mhm.
Mm.
Is called Hot Gossip.
Uh-huh.
And we talk about gossip, big or small,
Uh-huh.
local, unlocal, national. That's unlocal.
Just local.
This local. And we just fucking gossip, but it's like don't get yourself in trouble is what we told Mr. Posse.
Okay.
But
It was all Lynn Deal. Bitch. This fucking broad.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
he actually had very nice things to say about you.
Oh, really?
He
Oh,
was
that's
like, she's reached a different level.
oh,
He
shit.
was like, she's always been really funny, but she's like fucking on fire right now.
Oh, damn. Cool. I did not feel that at my bunch show earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's like, yeah. He was like, she
That's
leveled
sweet.
up. She's
That's
on the next
sweet.
level. I'm
Oh,
like, I don't
that's
even want to know what that looks like because you're already friggin' amazing.
thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, I think just not dating pieces of shit really worked out.
Yeah, it's probably like good for your,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
everything.
And
overall.
it's funnier to be like, I fucking hate men. I'm
Yeah.
fucking in love. You know? That
Except the
contrast is
one.
always really cool. I found the one good one. Hashtag
Yeah.
not all men. And then I barf after I say that. But he's so sweet.
Yeah, let me move into his house.
Yeah.
So-
Monetize me, Captain.
Yeah.
Pay for my shit. I'm so tired.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
Monetize. That's great.
I was waiting to insert that somewhere. I'm not gonna lie.
I love that.
There it is.
There was your moment.
Boom, there it
was
is.
your moment. Fucking love that.
Ridiculous.
Do you have any hot gossip to spill? Any hot tea? Anything extra juicy going on in your life?
Hot tea.
Since you moved in with your partner, any quirks that you've noticed? that
Oh,
you're
I
comfortable
mean,
sharing?
yeah. Fuck this guy. I'm gonna roast him. No. It's interesting because you move in with somebody, you find everyone has like their weird little things that don't make sense, but like it
Yeah.
makes sense to them. So for the longest time, he didn't have a bathroom trash can or a bedroom trash can.
Fucking man.
He's an artist, so he used found objects. So
Yeah.
he'd find like an empty like box that had like dryer sheets in it, and that's where he's like, oh, that's the trash. And I was like, okay. But he's like a very clean person. It's like, what's
Yeah.
this weird hoarder recycling trash phenomenon you have? So I was like, can you get a fucking bathroom trash can? I have extras.
Yeah.
I think they're important. I also have bloody things to throw in there.
Exactly.
So,
That's
like,
what I meant when I said fucking men because
yeah. I need to put it in a fucking dryer sheet box.
Yeah.
Leak into your carpet. You know what I mean? Let's fucking-
literally.
Let's get it together. So he finally got one. When I moved in, we like switched into the bigger bedroom. And he was like, look, babe, it's got the foot pedal and everything. I was like, look
Aw.
at you. And then I went in there to use it, and there's a plastic bag on top of the trash bag that he's putting trash in. So I was like,
Motherfucker.
hey, what's happening? He's like, well, I just think like you have the bag on top of the trash. You fill that first. And I was like, so the trash can's a fucking stepping stool for another found object for the trash. And he's
Yeah.
like, no, but like you fill that one first. I was like, look, what are we doing? Do you want like a box to put the bag on? I was like, we have a fucking trash can.
That's crazy.
And I was saying this to his roommate, and he's like, oh yeah, I know. And I was like, thank God. It was like that little
Someone's on
moment.
my side.
He's like, he does this all the time. And I was like, all the time. And Jordan's just like, hey, everybody, relax.
At least I'm throwing it away.
Yeah. But in a bag on top of a bag in a trash. It's like inception of trash. I'm just like, why are we doing this?
I love that.
Russian nesting trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people call it a family tree.
I was
I
kidding.
call
Oh my God, I was like, there is something there that I
Russian nesting trash.
probably can't say. Oh my God. No, but he's sweet. But that was the shit. I'm just like, okay, this just has to be one of those things where like I let it go. Does it make me mad? You bet. Is it?
Yeah.
It's very goofy.
Yeah.
So it's harmless, but I just don't like.
Oh, I
I don't
think
understand
it's-
the logic.
I think it's a microaggression. I don't think it's harmless at all.
Having a bag on a bag on
Yeah.
a bag. It's like, what are we doing? But he'll take the trash out, so it's fine. I think
That's
my
good.
microaggression is never taking it out. So that way, if I'm just like, well, you wanted to have a bag on a bag, so when it's fucking full, I guess, oh, you want to put a bag on top of the bag on top of the bag? Like, I'll
Why
just be
not?
like, look, bitch, this is your fucking thing. It was in a trash can, I'd happily change it. But because
Yeah.
we're doing
Look.
bags on bags, that's your thing. You throw it away.
Historically, trash is a man's job. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, let
That's
the
all
trash
I'm-
take itself
histo-
out.
Men, Men have centuries of being good at handling the garbage.
Yeah.
And so I just am a measly woman. I'm
Yeah.
unqualified.
Like my tiny woman brain can't understand the trash on trash inceptions.
Yeah. Maybe if I.
It's too complicated. Whoa, that's for you, baby.
Yeah, that's a man's job. Men are better than women, and we should obey them, as Aubrey Plaza said.
Wait, what? No.
They are a
In a
masters.
cheeky way? Aubrey Plaza? In a
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
I,
good.
actually,
'cause
I think it was on Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, okay.
she was.
Cool.
It was
she
like
would never say that for real.
no.
Uh,
It was like
My heart dropped.
it was like in a similar way of like men should take out the trash. We should obey them. They're
Oh, okay.
Like, it was like
That's
a
great.
similar.
To be like,
vibe.
who hurt you, Aubrey Plaza?
You motherfucker.
No, she cool. All right.
She cool.
I guess that's a local gossip. The trashception.
I love that. I have some Portland local gossip.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of that.
Adam fucking Posse.
Oh yeah.
Adam goddamn Posse. He was the guest on our last episode, and I adore him. Just truly love him. We had so much fun with him. He told me he was coming to our hotel at 11:30 to record the podcast.
At 1 p.m.
So we said, we're not going to go to the museum with the kid. We're not going to go to the pool with the kid. We're going to hang here so we can do podcast stuff, and then we'll go. Then he's like, sorry, 12:30.
Adam, fuck.
Oh no, he said 12. And then we're getting ready, and he's like, 12:30, sorry. And then 11:30 turned into 12:51.
Mm-hmm.
And that bitch
1
wasn't here
o'clock. I
till
was
1
right.
o'clock.
I was
Yeah,
right.
you were exactly right. I was like, Adam, I could have gone to the museum. We could have gone to the museum from 9:30 until 12:30.
See, Adam was on a great level, but he's like leveling down. The opposite compliment he gave me. He's really just taking a step down, you know? He's really just falling apart.
Really tanking. He had
I
very
love him.
valid reasons that he was very communicative about being late. But fucking A, Adam.
Fucking A, Adam.
Fucking A, Adam. You got any hot goss?
But
You do tend to mind your business.
yeah.
I mean, I got plenty of gossip about the scene. I don't have to really say names or anything. I was like,
Do it.
If you're trying to get into this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been complicit in this in some manner because I feel like comedy has a lot of like weirdos. We're all like a little
Mhm.
weird. We're all a little
Yeah.
socially awkward. There's
Yeah.
also a lot of mental health and addiction in the comedy scene, in the world in general, but it somehow hyper focuses into,
Yeah.
you know, trauma, comedy,
Accurate,
whatever. And a lot of people who don't deal with their trauma, men, think that the best way to deal with it is comedy. And a lot of times it's not
Mhm.
even funny, but it's our fault that it's not funny or something.
Fuck this crowd.
Yeah. And I think in the past I have been more like, oh, well, let me just help and try and guide this person in the right direction. They seem harmless, but I don't know. I feel like I have a fucking, I feel like I'm a bitch, but people want to talk to me and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to really level it up. But especially when I was like running mics and stuff, a lot of like newer dudes in comedy would try and get advice and help from me when I do charge money for that, especially for men. It's double, but whatever.
Yeah.
So there's been like multiple, I'm not going to say names because they fucking know. And if you're listening and you know. But
You know what you did.
yeah, there's
Last
people
summer.
who know who I'm talking about. But I don't know. There's just like, there's dudes who are new in comedy who think that being funny is being a bully
Mm-hmm.
and that walking a crowd means that you're just too edgy or something. And they like,
Like you're too profound.
it gets the weird dicks hard to like walk a room. So there was a comedian. I say that comedian. There's
Allegedly.
real big finger quotes around that word. That moved to Austin and came back to visit, I guess. And Austin is where like gross bros go to jerk each other off or whatever. I
Yeah,
feel like.
totally.
And this person was someone that like, was new and would walk a lot of crowds and say a lot of like half jokes or laugh and like not really get to the point. I gave them a lot of advice and for free. And they would basically just be like, whatever, I'm going off script. And like throw their notebook. And I was like, you can't go off a script if you haven't written one. So like,
Yeah.
you have to have a script to go off of.
Uh-huh.
And like one time they read from their notebook and it was super funny. And I was like, do that. And then they came to my mic and was like, no. And through the notebook, I'm just going to riff. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. So this person just bombing left and right has been banned from mics from mocking people and thinking it's funny
Yeah.
to say awful shit. And they posted in the Portland comics group about like, hey, I'm in town again. If you want to put me on a show, you don't even have to pay me money. I'll just do a guest spot. And I screenshotted the comment. I didn't post. And I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like people should know the shit I don't say. I
They should
really,
be grateful.
Yeah.
should get a fucking parade for the shit I
Yeah.
don't fucking say, dude.
Be
I'm
so
a
much meaner.
raging cunt.
I
and
feel that.
Don't post it. And
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, no one should get paid for walking a room. No one
Literally.
should feel entitled to stage time when their whole thing is not listening to people when they ask advice.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
I could ruin your comedy show for free.
But I don't know, just the audacity to be like, my whole thing is being an edgy fuck boy. I don't want to listen to you, but can you help me? And then I help them. And they go, no, I know
Yeah.
better.
Fuck that.
And then you don't have to pay me. It's like, yeah, no one should ever pay you.
You
You owe me money. For all
Literally.
the times I told you shit you didn't listen to. You know, I'll fucking
Yeah.
Venmo request you right now, bitch.
My favorite thing that happens to me is when someone new starts and they ask me for advice, men specifically. I've had this happen a couple times where like I give them advice that's like good or whatever, and they're like, "You should be my manager," and I'm like, "Bitch,
Yeah, I should work for you.
who are you?"
You know what you should do full time. Quit you what you're doing and help me be a fucking idiot over here.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine by yourself, honey. You're doing fine. All right, it's about time to wrap this up.
Oh, yeah.
Our final segment.
Mhm.
Richie, you did a good job explaining it. Go ahead. Your improv ass is gonna love this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's think I've heard it called mind melding. We pick a letter, and then everyone says the first word,
Nonstop,
the first word that comes to mind.
Okay.
When that starts with that letter.
Cool.
And then if we don't get the same word on the first try, we think of like what relates all those words together, and then we say that word.
Okay.
And
Then we keep going until we all say the same
Cool.
word.
So we try and say the same word, and if not, we're like, how did we both kind of get here? What
Yeah, so
connects?
like what word connects the
Yeah.
three words we said, which we usually do with 2 people. 3 people is going to be a little tricky, I think.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
do we want to let
Amanda gets to pick the letter because you're the guest.
I
That's not a letter.
know. We'll do B since I burped in the microphone.
Okay. All right. First word you can think of that starts with the letter
Do
B.
we all say it?
We'll say it at the same time. I'll
All
count to 3
three,
and then
okay.
we'll say it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Baloney.
blossom?
Barf, blossom, and baloney. I
That's
feel like,
beautiful.
yeah.
Okay. Barf, blossom, baloney. 1, 2, 3.
Drunk.
Charcuterie.
Oh, Powerpuff Girls.
Your brain just like short circuited.
I was like, I'm so excited.
Missed
That
it.
was a moment.
Missed it.
I didn't know we were gonna do the next one on 3. I thought we were each gonna individually say it, so I had like a little brain fry, but now I get it.
Okay. So Powerpuff Girls. I said charcuterie.
I said drunk.
Drunk?
Drunk.
Yeah, because
Charcuterie. Powerpuff Girls. I don't know how we got here.
I don't know either.
Drunk. Charcuterie. Powerpuff Girls.
Are we doing another word, or are we gonna try and figure this out?
No, we're gonna see this through.
Okay.
We're gonna see this through.
Okay.
Okay.
charcuterie Powerpuff.
Okay.
Drunk.
Okay, I got it.
Charcuterie. Powerpuff Girls. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Chemical
Party.
X.
Okay. Party, brunch. What did you say?
Chemical X, because that's
Chemical X. Party,
Ooh.
brunch, Chemical X.
Oh.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Rape.
Croissant.
Rape. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, you said rave?
I said rave.
What did you say?
croissant.
What the fuck?
We're getting farther
I
away.
said
I love it.
date rape, which probably wasn't the best. Rave, date rape, croissant. We got, guys, we gotta figure this out. Okay,
What do these all have in common? Oh no.
rave, croissant.
Okay. No, I think I know. I don't know if it's
I don't know.
gonna work out. but-
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Drugs.
Men.
College.
Drugs, college, and men. Okay, we're
Okay.
back in, baby.
Okay.
We're
gonna
back
close
in.
that.
Drugs, college, and men. The answer's clear. You better fucking know this. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Florida
Roofies.
State University. What?
What did you say?
Florida State University.
I said frats. That was
Okay,
close.
close.
I said roofies.
Okay.
Roofies.
I feel like this is all Florida State University.
Roofies. What did I
I think
say?
we're saying the same thing.
Said frats.
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 Florida State University.
Oh, okay. And what did you say, Richie?
Roofies.
Roofies. Okay.
Roofies.
Okay. No, I got it. I got it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Spring break.
Alpha. Spring break, alpha, and we've strayed so far from the light of God. I don't even know.
Spring break. Alpha. Okay.
Okay, 1,
Oh, okay.
2, 3.
Barf.
Horse.
Fart.
What did you say?
I said fart. Did you say barf?
Yeah.
Fart, barf, and horse.
Oh, horse.
What's the horse sound?
Fart, barf, and horse.
A fart barf horse. Okay.
What kind of fucked up tooth fairy?
Get out of here.
Okay.
Farting, barfing horse. 1, 2, 3.
Jockeys.
Amanda.
I laughed. I was gonna say Seabiscuit, but you got me when you said Amanda, and I fully endorse that.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Fart barf words nailed it. Burp on the microphone just to seal the fucking deal.
What did you say, babe? I think we give this one more
I
chance,
said jockey.
and then we gotta
Jockey.
call it. Okay, Amanda and Jockey. I.
Okay, no, I got it.
You do not. No, you do not. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Whip.
Whip.
You waited.
What did you say? What were
I
you?
said whip.
Woohoo!
all
That's a
said it.
podcast. Thanks for
We
listening.
did it.
You're right. Your grandma's kind of lame.
Thought you stinked.
That's true. She did.
You can probably smell you from heaven.
Probably smelling me from heaven. Yeah.